Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another edition of Awesomecalls Trading.com. We are currently into a couple trades right now. We are shorting Okada to 112 or under. Let me show you the chart. Um, During this webinar, we will be eyeballing Okada to short. We've been talking about it since our 120 pop. You're not going to believe this, but Awesome Calls Trading called out 117 to 120 to go long at the open from 112. The stock hit 120 within 4 cents. Hold on, let me mail the change to you. There you go. And then we are taking it right back down to fill the gap to 112. And if you do not believe us, all you have to do is go to our notes and go to Okada, and there it goes. Go long and wait till you get to 117 to 120 and then short it back to 110. That was the call on Okada. And right now, as you can see on the stock, it is now heading back to what we want. And there was the topping, 120. Not too bad, huh? Unfortunately, TD does not have shares to short, so other traders in the room will be enjoying the nice ride downwards on the trade. The other trade we're in right now is big, and for the next 15, 17 minutes, I talk. If this stock gets close to this 27.80 or more, I will do a big sell button. I currently have right now average of 27.335. This is the third or fourth time I'm playing this stock. We nailed it. And I'm saying we, I'm talking Fire Trader, myself. Um, uh, yeah, Richard, I guess whatever not the route, but good for you. Good for you. It just said it posted twice. So well done, sir. Um, Anyway, we wanted this one actually on big to go down to 27 and under, and it actually ended up filling the full gap, and they had decent earnings, as you can clearly see. And there you go. Nice bottom curl, and a lot of traders banked. Nice. I went long 500 shares. I got a fill, I believe I was 26.12, 26.11. And I just really just sold on the, you're going to find it crazy, but I just sold this pop right here. And I made, I believe at that time was 244, $300, just under $300. Some people went with size. Ricky the trader, he made 4,900 on this trade. This was absolutely a beautiful trade. Just well executed right off the bottom. And what it made this such a great trade was we actually, did our homework this morning and researched it and determined that the stock would actually pop at the open to 30. That's exactly what we wrote down in the room pre-market, that the stock would pop it open to 30. And the reason is because let me kind of explain to you something that you don't know or learn in other rooms. But what made this trade so beautiful? First of all, let's take the call itself. Okay, let's take the call itself. So big was our number 5 pick in the room. I want you to look how we wrote this for everyone in the room to see and to execute. Big. This will push at the open. You will get $29 to $30. It will top off and then gap fill to 27 and under. Now, when you look at the chart now, you look at this and you think, I swear to God, you must have wrote this after the whole play was done and then try to get credit for it. No, 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 no. These things are written in front of hundreds and hundreds of traders in pre-market. They're actually watching me write this 15, 20 minutes before the bell even rings. And the stock is not even really moving. It's kind of pre-market sitting at 27 or $29 or 20. What was it sitting at? Hold on. It was sitting at 28.50. And so what I do for everyone in the chat room is when I say that I'm up at 3:30, when you see a tweet that says I'm up at 3:30, 4 o'clock every morning, that's what I do. Because this is my job. My job is not only to make money and trade along these great people, but let's face it, in this room, this isn't a place that we want to be a club. You know, I don't want people to come in here and not make money and just but want to be a part of a club membership because you're my friend, and I want you to just come in here and give me your money, but just socialize with people. You don't have to trade, but at least you have friends here that like you. Okay, this is not the room for that. Okay, that's not who we are. And this is a room that is really just designed to make you money, but not just make you money, but to encourage you to learn the why behind the move. And I think as I continue preaching this day in and day out, I'm seeing a lot of other so-called rooms that follow our lead are starting to say, I want to tell you the why behind the move. Where for years or months, none of them would do that because they don't know the why behind the move. That's the difference. When you're in this room, there's a big why on every trade. Why is this going to go up? Why is this going to go down? And what I do is I don't go in here and say, okay, market's down 200 points, right? It's down 200 points. So let's take this trade here in NVIDIA. So what I want to do is I want to give this line here and then this line here, and then I want to pile in 1,000 contracts on it to make 100% or 70% of my money, and then call it a day because the market's down 200, and that's what I want to do. And I want to go. I could do NVIDIA, I could do Apple, I could do Amazon in between a bunch of lines because the market's down. Okay, that's simple, stupid trading. Okay, people, and there's actually a room that's all they do. They don't explore any other entities of trading. They won't trade small cap, large cap. They don't. That's it. It's all about this line and this line, and that's all you need to know. Okay, now then there are the other rooms that will give you ELTK type plays. Okay, we called a 10 at the open and then a fade down to 8 and under. That was our trade. If you want to see, look, it's a nothing trade to us. Pop it open through 10, then fade it 1 point and under. Watch for the downside. In my opinion, this will just fade for the day. That's what I wrote. All you got to do is nail the 10, right? So you come over here and bomb, there it is. Now, other rooms will glorify this trade and really just go, look how great we are. Here's the video on it. This is why I saw the topping. This is this. And this is the only trade they trade all day. Okay, for us, this is just number 13 of 13. I mean, this is like, okay, and there's nothing here that impresses me. This is a standard trade, but you literally could make $20,000, $30,000 on this trade. If you took 10,000 shares where I told you at 10 and you waited, you'd make 20 grand. Why do people not do that? Because they don't see the trade. They don't believe in the trade. They don't understand it. And so, okay, I want you to understand this, why this trade worked. Okay, there was no reason for the stock to go up. Do you know why it went up in pre-market? Because everyone is piling in, and it was already thin. There was not a lot of market makers on it, and everyone was told the stock would be a nice short. People wanted to short this. A lot of Twitter feeds were short. Right? Some guys with good money wanted to short this. So everyone was chasing it pre-market. I saw that immediately, right here, here, and here. I saw the fills. And if you look at the fills, it's all retail. See that 4,000? That's a day trader. You see that right there? That's a day trader, 2,500 shares. You see this fill right here? That's 10,000. That's 2, 3 day traders. See this fill right here? That's 250. That's a small, that's a day trader just following a lead of his mod. You see that one right here? 290. That's a day trader. These are day traders trying to get their money. Okay? So, and they're all trying to build a position. And then at the open, shit tons of day traders want to get their positions because they want to short it. For me, I could see for the moment this thing, and if you look at the previous day, you see how it pulled on thinness? So this wasn't going to run today. This is not a runner. There's not former runner in it. It's a pop and fade. And I have a lot of small cap guys in here that will turn around and want to short this with size. And so what I do is I just say, okay, when this hits 10, look to scale in short with size and take it down 1 point or under. This to me is an all-day downside move because there's no reason for the stock to even to be up. And I'll tell you, there are some traders, maybe not in here necessarily, but those guys that did exactly what they wanted to do probably scored about $10, $15, $20,000 today on this trade alone. but this was standard number 13 in our room. This was not, I didn't glorify this play. It was just on there because I saw it. Oh, this is a short setup. That's all this thing was a short setup. And if you read the notes, it says it right there. Stock is being squeezed and because everyone is trying to load up their short, one to watch to the downside. I cannot be more clear on a call. Okay. And this is the first thing I wrote this morning when I started in the morning. So imagine it, 5 minutes to 6, how everyone was still even pushing it up even more to get it. Okay, that was just one trade. So, you know, just really what we were really trying to do, and what I try to do in here every day when I give a trade or an idea, is I give you the reason why. Okay, AJ, perfect example. You say to short at 10. You're looking for the flush. This is an all-day downside. Okay, are you ready? Why? Why are you saying this? Because the stock is being squeezed because everyone is trying to load up and short. There's your why. Okay. There was no news on it. It was not a news event trade. It was a simple pop and fade. The why. When you know the why behind the trade, you will so get in there and kill it with size. All right. I'm going to give you another why behind the trade. Okay. All right. Let me give you Okada. Okay, as I said before. Now, Okada, now they actually missed on their earnings. Do you understand what I'm saying? They missed. All right. Now, Okada is a trade you will never trade outside of this room unless that room is copying and pasting our notes, which they do. Okay. So, Okada, DMPI is halted. Okay, let me know if you see the news behind it. So, the reason why Okada moved to the upside today is because their miss was not as bad. Their miss was not as bad as it was expected by analysts. Okay, so what happens when they don't miss as bad? Analysts start to get happy and start to really promote the stock. All right. So this morning I noted that they didn't miss as much. All right, and they got a lot of price target upgrades. How do I know that? Well, what all you have to do is go to your scans and punch up Okada, OKTA. Now I want you to go beyond the trade. Now look. Morgan Stanley, 107, right? 125, Concord, raised. See how it says raised? Needham, raised, 137. 115, raised from 90, Oppenheimer. You see that? Do you see that? Do you see what the stock is telling you what to do? Everyone wants to raise the price of the stock. JP Morgan wants to raise it to 127, right? So now you know what to do. How do you know what to do? Well, if the stock is sitting at 112, 113, guess what? Because the shorts are going to want to cover, and now they're seeing all the analysts come out and raise the price, and the stock did better than expected, even though they were losing. Guess what happens? That's right. The stock is going to pop at the open and run for a while. How do I know this? 15, 16 years of trading. All right. You have to read through. Now, what does this mean in dollars and cents? What the fuck does this mean? It means that you come into a room and the gentleman that runs the room says to you, I would long the stock because it's going to pop and the stock is going to go towards 120. How the fuck do you know that? Because you just told me. You just told me all the reasons why it is. You see that? And not just one analyst, a dozen analysts. Do you see how much information is given to you before you even get out of bed? But all you have to do is put the puzzle together. This was just one piece of the puzzle. So now I want you to see the trade. Imagine coming in here and just following the lead. Okay, on Okada. Now, AJ said it's going to 120. Fuck it. Long 100 shares at 113 and wait. Guess what? Just in the first 30 minutes, it went to 118. By the rest of the day, it hit 120. Now look what's happening. Right back down. That is the power of being in Awesome Calls Trading. Do you understand that? It's like Christmas in here. I want to show you another one. I want you to look at this RRGB. Now, you will never trade this in your lifetime unless you're in this room. You don't even know what it is, right? Do you know even know what it is? Outside this room, do you know what it is? I know what it is. You hear it all the time on TV, but you don't know what it is, do you? You know what it is? Red Robin. The big hamburgers. You eat 2 of those, you gain 30 pounds. I mean, are you kidding me? Red Robin. You ever gone to them? Mostly in the malls, right? Decent food. It's more of a family atmosphere restaurant, okay? But guess what? They missed. They missed. And the stock went from 31 all the way down to $25. So you know what I did? I was reading the report. Shares are trading higher after the company provided clinical update on its management multiform trial. Unmethylated glioblastoma multiple trial. I don't know. That could be a pop and drop. I think it's a Friday, like, hey, pop it and drop it. And it's thin. Spreads are probably pretty wide, 30 cents or more. 50 and 67, that's 17-cent spreads. Careful on your size. And I got it on screen, so it might pop 50 quick cents and then come down. It's more or less a pop and fade, but let it run through 5. And here, let me go back on 180 on it. Yeah, it has room. So you have room right here to 5 right there. And the next stop is 588, and then it'll top off at 630 if it goes. All right. So it's just going to be a pop and fade. There's 491. You see the spread just wide open? Do you see that? See that 62, 61? See how they're opening the spreads now? So you have to be patient if you're going to get that push. Okay? To me, it's just a pop and fade. As soon as they started to get the action, you see the spreads wide open? See at 425 and 470? All right, now you got to wait for it to tighten. So the way you have to do is you got to look at the level 2, and you have to see the amount of stock. Look at the amount of stock is available. See that? It's going to run through 485 now. Watch. You see the pop? There's a flag there getting ready. And watch these 5s line up. Okay? And then watch for your big sellers. Got to watch the side of your big sellers. 66,000 shares. Somebody wants to dump. But you see how he's holding? And see these 488s and 490s? So it's telling me that, oh, there's the 5s. So you see how it came up? There's the 5s. See the 5s? Now we got 527, 534, 560 right in front of you. So if you took 500 shares, you just made $600 or $400. All right. Now watch the spreads again. See how they open up? See how they're opening up? Now watch your level 2s. All right. So the stock to me has room probably 540, maybe 550. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull it up and look at my levels. Now that level 2 told me it was going to go through that 5 spot. So I go back over here. I pull up the 180, and now I see my levels again. I go across, and see that level right there? Now I'm looking for 548, and level 2 showed me that they had some stock available there. All right, and then this is your topping, going to be your topping if it hits that area. So you have to do a combination of looking at your level 2s, see where the stock's going, right here, and then from there, you can chart it out based on the historics of the chalk, which is right there. Okay, you see they're lighting up to 540s. Remember I just told you 2 minutes ago? Now let's just see if it pops through that and breaks the 525 area. So I'll do this live with you. Hold on, let me pull that up, get the 1 minute chart. There's 542. There it is. You see it? Now what happens is when you're trading a stock from 490 to 540, you got to sell into that pop. You cannot hold the stock. If you're doing 500 shares, you sell into it. Okay? All right, you see that? Here we got another flag. So we want to pull it up, level 2 it. All right, now we're going to slow down a little bit. See these 23s? We're going to slow a little bit, slow a little bit, slow a little bit. You got to wait for, you got to see the stock? See it? Slowing down. See how it's slowing down? It's slowing down. That's why you see it pulling. It's slowing down. See, it's going to pull now. See? It's going to should come down about right here. There it is. You see it? slowing down, slowing down. See the pull? See the pull? There's the pull. You see that? See how it's slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. See, in another piece of shit room, you know what you'd be doing? Oh my God, go long. And you just lost, you took 1,000 shares, you went long and you just dropped 60 cents, lost $600 because that dumbass had no idea what to look for. The level 2 can tell you everything. Anyway, just another trade in here. You like that, Steve B? You like that, Palmer? Huh? Live guidance on that shit? All these other rooms are like, what just happened? I don't understand. How do you know this stuff? How do you read it? What's a level 2? Huh? How'd you know it'll go to 540 and then fall? I don't understand what you do here. I want to go in another room. Okay, what was I talking about? RRGB. Okay, so anyway, long story short, so RRGB, you come up here, RRGB, the earnings weren't that good. So what I did is I told everyone, listen, shorts are going to cover at the open. So I want you to long at 25. If it hits 24, don't get scared. Don't get shaken out. Scale in. This is a perfect read on a stock. The stock is going to go to $27 or more. When it hits there, it's going to be a nice short all the way back down to lows. You see that? You see how I wrote it up? I'm telling you your entry. All right? I'm telling you where to add. And I'm telling you where it's going to go. How the fuck do I know that? 16 years of trading. This is what I do for a living, folks. This is it. This is my life. I live and breathe this shit. It's like blood through my veins, right? So now you want to see it come on paper? You ready for this? Bam. There's the pop at the open. If you went long at 25, like I told you, look how much money you made. Look at that shit. It's like a freight train. Bam, 27.74. And then you short it and you're done for the day. Next, I'll give you one more before I close out. NTNX. Look at this baby. What's NTNX? I never heard that before. That's because you don't trade it in your room. He'd rather, let's just do AMD for 22 cents and call it out and say I made 70% return on my options. Man, I must get old. Anyway, look at the previous day yesterday on earnings. You see how it pulled and popped? You see that pop right there, that 28.89 right there? That's all I needed to see. That was it. That was the trade. Yesterday after hours, I saw that. And I went, okay, that's a $28, $29 stock in the morning. I don't give a shit if it goes to 24, 23, 22. The stock is going to go to 28, 29. There it is. All right. So what I do is I chart it out. Right. And so I look at it. I'm like, okay, Steve B, you like that short on Williams Sonoma? Yeah, I love it too. Check this out. Look at NTNX. Okay. Earnings were disappointing. This was a disaster. Okay. It's gapping down 6. I think this is a little overdone, folks. So I'm going to tell you what to do. I want you to long at 26. And I'm telling you, I'm betting you, I am on my just saying, boom, go long and take it to 28, 29 and go celebrate. How do I know this? Because even though it was a disaster, the previous chart told me where it would probably pop to before shorts would come in there and want to take it back down. I knew shorts were going to cover, being down it was 6 points on a cheap ass stock. So I knew that I had to range it, and I said it would go to 28, 29. You want to know what I do for 2 hours before the market opens? I run it. I run basically the whole trade in my mind before I even put it down in paper. Now you want to see it? This was all visualized before the market even opened. Now you want to see reality? Greatest chat room in the world? Guess where it went? 28 to 29, and then fade. I don't know what to tell you. You're in the greatest chat room in the world. It's as simple as that. Okay, so that's today's webinar. I want to appreciate you for being a part of our room this week. If you want more of these great plays, come Monday morning. I ain't going nowhere. And we are growing. We are growing. Also, I want to give a props out to Darkside, who runs our Discord room. I want to say thank you so much. We've actually got more members coming into our room, and we are actually tossed out over 200 people in Discord. If you're not going to be a part of the community and you just want to come in there and feed off of our stuff, he's going to throw you out. If you cannot give us an email, if you cannot give us, you have to understand this is a community of traders that come in here that talk to one another to help each other. If if you're going to be a part of it, give the man an email so he can correspond with you. Give the man um, a Twitter feed. Somehow he can say hi to you and find out what we can do for you to help you be successful. If you're coming in there to do anything else, you're out. That's it. So I just wanted to say thank you because he's tossed out over 200 people just the last 2 weeks I saw. All right. Other than that, we are Awesome Calls Trading. We're called that for a reason. And what happened to that trade? I just want to see what it went to. What's it called? D. What was it? D. What? Can somebody just tell me? DMPI. Was that what it was? Oh, it's fading now. Should just fade right back down. Cool. All right, so that's that. So anyway, I want to thank you. I will see you Monday morning. Gonna have a big day and wonderful trades today. I can't say enough, and I got to jam out of here. So thank you so much. Take care, and God bless.